I'm Rich Carroll. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. Whispering Meadows Ranch is limiting its summer activities as it works to resolve zoning issues with neighbors and the county. The county commission delayed a vote on the equine therapy ranch's future as it considers moving west to land off County Road 13, not far from the Flagler County Fairgrounds. Ranch Program Director Christina Geary says horsemanship activities have been cut back.
We've canceled all of our summer camp activities. By canceling this, it's affected about 40 to 50 children who are not participating in these activities. We've also canceled all of our community group service projects for the spring and the summer. That includes our horse show for our kids with special needs.
Christina Blackburn of Palm Coast pleaded with county commissioners for the program to continue.
This program has worked wonders for this child. He shouldn't be standing here today, but he is. Because of the Davises, this child depends on that ranch. And without that ranch, he's not going to be able to know what to do because his county doesn't have anything else for him to do.
Aguirre called the reach of their program well beyond serving kids with special needs.
The community wants to be a part of something that creates a positive impact, and they found this to be true through our projects and activities that they create for these families.
Commissioners delayed any kind of decision on the ranch's future until next month. A stolen vehicle from North Carolina is recovered in Flagler County, resulting in multiple felony charges. John Arking reports.
On Monday, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office received a be on the lookout for a 2005 Ford Fusion bearing a South Carolina tag on Palm Coast Parkway, which was reported stolen out of Raleigh, North Carolina the day before. A deputy observed a vehicle matching the description and caught up to it heading northbound on I-95. Additional units responded to assist, and the stolen vehicle was stopped on I-95 at mile marker 292. Once the vehicle came to a complete stop, deputies initiated a high-risk traffic stop, according to Sheriff Rick Staley.
Fortunately, the driver complied with the orders, and he was safely taken into custody. He was later identified as Adrian Cummins. He was the only occupant of the vehicle, and when Cummins was searched, it was found that he was in possession of fentanyl. This is not his first encounter with Florida law enforcement. He's previously been charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, robbery, sexual battery with a deadly weapon, failure to appear, aggravated battery, kidnapping, probation violation, smuggling contraband, and the list goes on in Seminole and Osceola County. But he discovered that driving through Flagler County was a major mistake.
Cummins was charged with grand theft, possession of fentanyl, and driving without a license. He's being held on a $5,500 bond. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
In addition to tackling crumbling infrastructure in Flagler Beach, new city manager William Whitson must also get a strong handle on the budget. Amy Cherry has more.
He says his biggest fear is that people's expectations will exceed their wallets.
So we have to, learn to walk before we run and, take it one step at a time.
While it costs more to live in other coastal communities in Florida, Whitson tells WNZF he's not thinking about tax hikes as the new guy coming in.
I will never ask for people to pay more until I know that we've squeezed every bit of efficiency out of what we're doing that we can. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to start looking at ourselves and looking at what we do and how we can do it better, more cost effectively, and stretch that dollar.
Hear our full interview with Whitson on the Free for All Friday podcast, available on the Flagler radio app. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
2 local principals are selected to fill district roles. Karen Johnson has the story.
Flagler County School Superintendent Kathy Middlestad is announcing she's recommending to the school board that Paul Peacock be named Chief of Operational Services and LaShakia Moore be named the Director of Teaching and Learning for Flagler Schools. Jason Wheeler is the Community Information Specialist with Flagler Schools.
Both of these are respected educators with years of experience within Flagler Schools, our district. They will be great additions to Superintendent Middlestad's staff.
Paul Peacock is currently the principal of Indian Trails Middle School, a position he's held for 8 years. He'll oversee the Director of Plant Services, Director of Transportation, Director of Food Services, Director of Custodial Services, and the Flagler County Youth Center. Then LaShakia Moore, who has served as principal of Rimfire Elementary School, she'll be serving as the Director of Teaching and Learning. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
If high school students don't qualify for the Take Stock in Children program, there is something else.
Flagler County Education Foundation Executive Director Joe Rizzo said that the something else is what Flagler County schools have been working on for years. Their Classroom to Careers program.
Having that availability of kids and that pipeline of talent that we're constantly trying to churn and build to make sure that when the hospital needs employees, they have qualified ones, or when the fire department needs employees.
Rizzo said students would be able to graduate from high school and walk into a well-paying job. To check out the Flagler Voice, tune in to WNZF on Saturday mornings at 8:30 or catch the podcast on the Flagler Radio app. Tomorrow, how well did Flagler County schools survive the pandemic? So far, from the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.